Good morning, dear children. Hope you all are keeping safe. Stay at home and be safe. So, children, I'm going to begin your GK class and hope you all have filled your GK book as it was earlier instructed by me that you can fill your GK books with the help of answers given at the back side of the paper. Explanation will be done further. So, today I'm going to start the explanation of the lessons which were left out. So, just take page number 8, that is world. So, what is a world? See, this exercise can be given as question answer also, fill in the blanks also. So just I have written one question, you can just note it down, that question, what is a world? Now the first thing we are going to learn is what is a world, how did world became, how did continents came, how what was the beginning of continents, towns, cities, how it all began to start or began to form. Okay, so first thing we are going to learn is the world. The world is the planet Earth and all living and non-living creatures upon it, including human civilization. Just underline this word, children. The world is the planet Earth and all living and non-living creatures, including human civilization. You can just underline it. Okay. So now come on to next page. Now we'll learn about how did continents became, how they got divided, and how the countries, cities and towns began to form. So around 200 to 300 million years ago, all the continents were joined together as a huge land mass called Pangaea. So a huge land mass was first created, that was called Pangaea. You can just underline this important word, Pangaea, or you can pronounce it as Pangai also. So today the world is divided into continents, which are further divided into countries, cities and towns. So at present the world is divided into continents, small continents, then further it got divided into countries, then cities and towns. The countries across, so this is how the division was made. Continents were first divided into countries, different countries, then further among the countries came cities and towns. Okay. Now the countries across the world are connected through land, water, air and of course the modern technology, that is internet. Now how these countries are connected, children, this is the main thing that we should know, that how can be countries so far are connected with each other. So the first thing is of course land, water, air and the technology called internet. Now let's move on to the next page, that is water bodies of the world. A water body means any significant accumulation of water, generally on the Earth's surface. The term most often refers to ocean, seas and lakes. In this chapter, we have given information about some famous water bodies of the world. Can you identify their names? Okay. So children, the main thing when we talk about is the main thing is water bodies. So water bodies, as it is termed or as it is already depicted in the chapter, that water bodies mostly refer for oceans, seas and lakes. So now we are going to learn that which all types of water bodies are there in the world. So first one, see children, once again I'm just reminding you that here it is given as blank, isn't it? The answers are given blank to fill it up. But in exam, the questions can be asked as per question answer also, or as per to give one word. Okay, so it is not necessary that every time as it is in the book questions will come. Okay, so you have to be ready with the questions also. Like, this ocean has the largest coastline, so question can be asked that which ocean has the largest coastline. So you have to answer Atlantic Ocean. So number 1, this ocean has the largest coastline, so that is Atlantic Ocean. Number 2, it is a famous lake of Senegal which is naturally pink. Now, this lake is naturally pink. It is not like somebody has done something or something, some chemical has been depicted. No, it's from the time it was formed, it's pink only. So that is Lake Retba. Now, number 3, this lake is a natural wonder of Dominica. It is filled with bubbling grayish blue water that is usually enveloped in a cloud of vapor. So now this lake is a natural wonder in Dominica. So Dominica, this lake is a natural wonder of Dominica. Dominica is a continent placed in North America, and so this lake is something very much wondering, because it comes under the cloud of vapor. Okay, it is always and usually it is enveloped in a cloud of vapor, like, you know, when little bit foggy type. So in sense of vapor, like vapor comes out now whenever it is, like whenever some type of when something boils, so a type of vapor comes out. So same is with this lake also. Now number 4, it is the largest enclosed inland body of water on earth by area. So the largest enclosed inland body of water on earth by area is Caspian Sea. Again, on next page, the second saltiest water body in the world, its salt is extremely bitter in taste. Now, the second saltiest water body in the whole world is the Dead Sea. And it's not, children, that salty means okay, we that is usually we eat, no, not salt. We put salt in the food, but that is not that bitter what we use. But this salt which we get from the Dead Sea, it is very bitter in taste, very bitter. So that is Dead Sea. Now number 6, it is a marine lake located on Elmic Island in Palau. Millions of golden jellyfish migrate horizontally across the lake daily. So it is it is a jellyfish lake. Why? Because jellyfish are usually in this lake. Okay, it is a marine lake located in El Melek Island in Palau. Millions of golden jellyfish migrate horizontally across the lake daily. So since the jellyfish migrate one or the other, so it is called jellyfish lake. It is the deepest lake in the world at 1620 meters. So it is Lake Baikal. It is a very deep, very deep it is. So it is Lake Baikal. Now number 8, it is a lake formed in a volcanic crater or caldera, that is Sierra Negra. Okay children, now we'll move on to the next page, that is official residences of the world. Now let us learn about what is official residence. An official residence is the residence in which the head of state, head of government or other senior figure officially reside. See children, before starting this, I just want to explain that in each and every country there is a governing body. Okay, each and every country there is a governing body. Under them, as in country there are different states, so states have different governing bodies. So overall it is called government. Okay, what is the work of government? It sets rules, specific rules and regulation in their country. Why? For the well-being of the citizen, that is the people, those who reside in that country. So same way the official, so they are given separate official residences to live. Okay, so here they have given some of the pictures, so we just have to fill it up. So number 1, this is the official residence of the President of the United States located in Washington DC. So this is the official residence of the President of United States. So clues are given that it is resided in United States, and it is the official residence where the President of United States reside, that is located in Washington DC. So that is White House. Now question 2, this is the official residence of the monarch of the United Kingdom. So this United Kingdom has got their monarchs, so the place is called Buckingham Palace. Okay, it is a palace. Now number 3, this is the primary residence of the Emperor of Japan located in Tokyo. So it is a primary residence of the Emperor of Japan which is located in Tokyo. So that is called Tokyo Imperial Palace. Okay, now last one, this is the official residence of the Prime Minister of Great Britain. The official residence where Prime Minister of Great Britain resides is 10 Downing Street. Okay, now next, number 5, this is the official residence of the President of India, that is Rashtrapati Bhavan. The official residence of the President of India, where the President of India resides, is Rashtrapati Bhavan. Now number 6, this is the official residence of the King Siam located in heart of Bangkok, Thailand, that is Grand Palace. The residence where King of Siam located in the heart of Bangkok reside is Grand Palace. This is number 7, this is the official residence of the Pope, who is the head of the Roman Catholic Church. So the official residence of the Pope is the head of Roman Catholic Church, that is Apostolic Palace. Okay, that's all for today. You just go through the chapters, revise it thoroughly, and especially the words, children, these words are must be bit harder for you to learn, so learn it one by one, then we'll move on to the next chapter.